I just want to come on and talk to you guys today about a side effect from my chemotherapy called neuropathy. It ain't fun, but I'm going to give you some tips on how you can deal with it. So if you're interested, like and subscribe. Click, 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 click. So, neuropathy. Neuropathy, to my definition, is a side effect from the chemotherapy that I had called taxol and herceptin. So I get a combination of both, but taxol is supposed to be the one that causes the side effects that I'm about to speak of today. One side effect, neuropathy. Neuropathy it's interesting. It's kind of like an intersection between itching and being pricked with pins and needles. Doesn't that sound fun? It's not, I know. But here's the thing. I'm going through, it was like 10 weeks so far. By week 7, 8, and 9, yes. So by week 7, my feet started tingling. And the neuropathy would last. Then, I could feel it coming in and out. By week 8, and what would happen is I'd go in for another treatment on a Tuesday, and by like Thursday through Saturday, the side effects will start kicking in. First, it was only in my feet. It wasn't all the time. You can't walk on it because what it feels like is a constant, like, little prickly effect, like, constantly going. But take 10,000 little needles and put them all on the bottom of your feet, and then have them poke at you. And so what that kind of feels like is a combination. It's like you want to scratch it and you want to rub it so hard, anything, so you're not thinking about it. That's the problem. The problem almost isn't the itching, but how much time you spend thinking about it because you can't get the itching to stop. You can't get that feeling to go away. So one of my worst days, I had this for about 6 hours. It gradually comes on till you feel it. So there are a couple of things that gave me a warning that it was coming on once I got an understanding of what was happening, versus me just having itchy skin and thinking that it was just some allergic reaction. My body went into like some weird OCD mode where I needed to clean everything. Like I couldn't stand looking at a spot of dust because it felt like it was contributing to my issue. It was crazy. I don't know why it's only in the hands and the feet. My physician, she never had it. The neuropathy never came. And then she mentioned recently, which was last week, that she's starting to feel it now, a year later. So it's not fun. And when you start feeling tingling, you almost start to get paranoid because, like I was starting to tell you, one day I sat for like 7 hours, and all I was doing was rubbing and scratching my feet. It was insane. You just don't want to go through this. So, not sure why the physicians haven't made that a priority to help that side effect go away, but doggone, they need to figure that out because it's worse than the mastectomy that I had. It's worse than the hair loss that I had. Hell, you'd rather be bald than to feel this stuff. Trust me. So I want you to get a sensitivity and a feeling of, if you start to feel some itching and you just think it's like a little bit of itching, but it's only concentrated in your hands. Mine came into the heels of my feet first, then it worked its way around in my hands. It came to the outside of my hands, and now it's like in my fingers doing little trickly things in here. You know, those are the little, and it feels like you're just getting pricked. I mean, I'm a little extra anyway, so maybe, you know, my stuff is just feels extra. I mean, my eyelashes fell out sooner than they were supposed to. My my eyebrows fell out sooner than they were supposed to. But there's a fix for those. This neuropathy, I can feel it every day. I feel it, the neuropathy, every day. And so what can you do about that? Take notice to it, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to pass that side effect and not tell your doctor about it as soon as possible. What can we do about neuropathy pain that will have you feeling so debilitated that you don't move off your bed for 5 hours and all you're doing is scratching? When it comes, I start to panic. And so I'm going to start with that first thing. When I start to panic, I don't immediately reach for it, but I do have the prescription from the doctor for a Xanax or a Lozapam, whatever is your anti-anxiety medicine of choice. When you start getting real hyped up, you need to try to relax yourself first, but don't take that anxiety pill right away. Wait on that. This seems silly, but it's a relaxing spray. Relaxing lavender aromatherapy. I start spraying this in the air so I can try to get some control over my senses around me and center myself. I can still use my fingers, because at some point you really just can't use your fingers, and you can't just walk. So I spray that in the air, and I take that in. And I just try to breathe with it and relax. Breathe with it and relax. And try to center myself and not go into that panic mode. This is while I can still have my fingers working, is I light the candles, y'all. I got candles galore. This candle is pure sage, and it helps energy and cleansing in the room. I feel like the whole room needs cleansing when I'm going through this issue. The second type of candle I can suggest is a citrus lavender. It's so unique that it smells delicious, and it's like, it's amazing. But any kind of candles, just get some candles, and you know, if your friends ask you what you need, send me some candles, because I can use some candles and I can use some gift cards to buy some food. But I'm not getting off track. Water, lots and lots of water. Water, water, water. Water your body. I love Life Water. It helps to, I don't know, it helps me because I also have bad knees, and something about those electrolytes gives me a little bit more oomph. I needed something hard to chew on. I guess you can chew ice, but ice bothers my teeth. I was chewing sweet tarts. It's something about the crunch and the chew motion that makes me not think about the fact that I'm itching, or these pins and needles are hitting me so badly. And again, this is really about, it's about a mental part of this. You want to be able to try to release yourself from this entrapment, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, they may as well just throw me into the insane asylum. Each time this happens to me, I just freak out. I go into my room, I can't move, that's it. This is supposed to be the end-all be-all. This pill is, oops, I dropped my bottle. So this is a this tiny little sucker right here. This pill is called Gabapentin. You take them. I have to double up to 2 or 3. So within an hour, within 30 minutes of realizing that this is actually neuropathy happening to me, I take one of the Gabapentins. So now that puts me at like 600 milligrams. But then within another hour, I take another one. So I'm at like 900 milligrams. Usually about 900 milligrams. At some point, it goes away. And it works. You know, you just may not be up until the next day, but it works, okay? My next thing that I'm going to tell you about is THC. I know everybody knows about the CBD craze, CBD, THC, THC, CBD. What can I use? Well, I guess THC you're not supposed to have unless you have a prescription, but the CBD has been regulated. This spray, I don't know what made me even think of this, but I figure THC relaxes the body anyway. It's marijuana, if you don't know exactly what I'm saying. And then there's marijuana flowers. I tell you, this is a little grinder here. Use this grinder to grind up the flowers. They're in there. I wasn't showing much because I ain't trying to get banned off no YouTube. And you need a little bowl to smoke that in. Make sure you get a medical license. So when you start feeling that the neuropathy is starting, immediately call your oncologist and request pain management. Okay? Pain management will then put you in touch with the guy. There's a guy that knows a guy to give you the THC medical marijuana prescription, and get yourself that, or get yourself some creams if you prefer to rub creams in your body. This is a cream basket. To wrap all of this up, immediately start documenting, sending that to your doctor. Get some candles, start lighting them before you can't use your hands at all. Take an extra Gabapentin immediately. Get some THC spray, cream, or flowers, and have all these things in the house, because it's not going to go away by itself, and you will feel like you're insane. I'm just trying to warn you before you ever get to that point, to know the trigger warnings. You might get some OCD. You might need to clear out everything. You feel like you're itching, but it's not really itching. You want to then think about, is it like pins and needles? And you want to call that doctor and get pain management on it to get your medical marijuana license. This has helped me through my neuropathy. Without these key steps, I wish I knew them. I figured them out along the way, and I figure I'm sharing them with you. Good luck. Peace and positive vibes. This is Dawn. Meditate through this moment, but you can do it. And there's a cure for everything, and if I can find it, I will. And if I can't find it, makeup will create it. This is Dawn from Pretty Till Dawn. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, like, see you again next week. Keep coming back here, because this cancer ain't got nothing on us. Be strong. I am Dawn Strong. You are strong.